Hey YouTube! It is Tuesday, which means it's Testimony Tuesday on this, the 18th day of VEDA. So my husband and I have been going through the book of Exodus lately, and we've just gotten past the experience of the golden calf, and something hit me this time that was different from previous times. So we see kind of two different responses to relationship with God, and I think two appropriate responses at the situation the relationship is. So Moses comes down and deals with all the insanity of the golden calf, and we're in the aftermath. And Moses is having very deep personal conversations with God, and he is very open and he's very honest, and he is there. He is willing to disagree with the God. He's willing to talk to God. He's willing to put his real thoughts, feelings, and emotions there. And I love that. And it's all over Scripture. It's with Abraham. It's in the Psalms and Lamentations, Job. It's all over the place. I mean, God will sometimes knock people over the head going, I'm God and this is how it is. But other times he is perfectly fine sitting there and letting people express and deal and question and wonder. And I think that's great, because God already knows we have these feelings, and he wants us to express them and to make that part of our prayer life, not pretend to hide it like Jonah, because we can't anyways. So I love that openness Moses has in that relationship, and the raw openness when he's literally the person that sees God's back. There's the pillar of fire, there's the pillar of cloud. I mean, like, that's kind of brave to be so open at that point, and I think that's beautiful. The other response to God we see is with the people. After all this has happened, after they've been called out on what they've done, Moses is talking to God privately, and they just come out when they know Moses is going to be with God. And they kind of sit in front of their tents and they live in his presence. And I love that too, because sometimes when things are wrong and you don't even know how to properly express to God your feelings and your desire for forgiveness or wanting to have things made right, just sitting and being as near to him as possible is all you can do. And I think that contemplative, quiet time with God is also great. So I loved seeing in the same chapter this questioning, thinking, conversation thing, and then the silence, because I think they're both appropriate and they're both great for different times. So the Bible's full of really awesome things. So I hope today you are there, have a really good conversation with God, or you just sit and rest in his presence. And I will see you guys tomorrow for more VEDA. Bye. God bless.